therapists that work for me that work at, don't want to name a company, that work at a company where the massage is $165. And they come here and they perform that same massage for $39. So the same people that you have that are working at your upscale spas, without naming names, the same people that are working at these spas are still working at your lower, quote unquote, lower end therapeutic centers, and you're still getting the same great massage. So that's very important. I think that's important for people to know, and I know it because I have my therapists that do it. So,
how long do you recommend that the students work at Massage Envy or these kinds of places? I mean, when they first come out of school, yes. But I mean, how long do you tell them, or do you suggest, try to limit it into a year or 6 months, or so that they don't get stuck in it?
Yeah, I don't say limited, but also I encourage them to build their own practice outside of a place like that.
They are encouraged.
Yeah.
So let's say we've got 6,000 massage therapists out there. You have a lot of places like this. If they want to set up their own practice and have their, their own clients, rent an office, whatever, wouldn't this be like their competition and help make them have to drive down their own prices? And wouldn't it be hard for them, let's say, buy a home? I mean, how do you buy a home if you're working in a place like this and you're a massage therapist?
I have therapists making $2,000 every 2 weeks.
I do have a graduate that works, full-time job that he's unwilling to give up, and at night, 2 or 3 nights, he goes and works at Massage Envy, and he's perfectly happy with that because he doesn't have to market. He can just walk in, do his massage, walk out. He doesn't have to wash his own sheets.
I have some therapists from a popular spa here in Atlanta, and if they did not sell enough product, they didn't get booked appointments. So they're here and they're working every day, maybe making $5 less an hour, but 5 times 0 is 0, no matter how you look at it, So
they don't have to sell products here.
They don't have to sell anything here. They have to sell the benefits of massage is basically the only thing they sell, and their knowledge on how to help the client maintain wellness. So there's no selling here at all.
So for him, the extra income and the work he loves to do, it's a perfect place. Some other people, as soon as they build their own practice, make more money, have a more liberal schedule and work environment, they then go somewhere else, So it's really they determine it themselves.
What do you have to say about working at Massage Envy after studying polarity and learning about unconditional love and the whole thing?
Well, I tell them, and I have to do this with every class, that they're very, very blessed and very fortunate to have come through this school, because they have the full range of what we would say skill sets in their doctor bag, so that they can begin anywhere. If they're in a spa situation, and we sometimes call it fluff and buff, and all the person wants is to be for you to fix them, which is a prevailing attitude in our culture, and that has come from doctors taking the power and saying only we can heal you. The body self-heals. This is another important thing to know, that the body can self-heal at any time when you interrupt and change diet and change stress levels and whatever. So I tell them all of this when I'm teaching them the polarity, and really it's the time in the school that they get a sense of the healers they can become, and the sense of how they can take their massage further, that they should start wherever the client is.
Is this a place where people can come, for medical massage?
They can. We have prescriptions written. We have a doctor in-house. He's a chiropractor, but he writes prescriptions for the therapist to focus on certain things. We're constantly educating ourselves on meeting the client needs. So yes, someone could come here for clinical. We of course don't diagnose. We don't claim to heal, but I've been in healing sessions, so I just like I've done joint healing sessions with my therapist. I have a Reiki master on staff. I have a certified Thai massage therapist, craniosacral. I'm a first degree Reiki practitioner myself. So we do that here. They don't do them at all locations, but I have 26 therapists here at this location.
Now their goal is to bring it to the average person, right? So you would think they would go into the inner cities and start setting up Massage Envy places, but no. Your mean salary, your average salary in the area that you want to open up a franchise has to be $72,000 per household. Minimum $72,000 per household. Okay, so we're talking about going into an area that can afford a fair market rate and a current market rate of massage prices, and they're dragging the bar down for the therapist. It's a little bit contradictory and hypocritical here, isn't it? Something's going on with this. You're not taking it to the inner city. You're not appealing to the average Joe. You're taking it to people who can afford it and saying, here, I'm going to be the Walmart of massage for you guys. You can come in and get a cheap massage. So what? It's not so good as the person who's got, X number of years of experience under their belt. You won't be able to tell the difference because you don't know any better. Whatever.
It's really unfair. They're promised these careers in these big massage schools. They're going to make so much money, and they're working in these places like Massage Envy, Hand and Stone, and they're not making money. They're not making money at all.